Hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hey. So, today I'm going to make one of my family's favorite. But I'm just realizing I don't have one of my crucial ingredients. So, I'm almost set to go. I need some ground seed. So let's try to get some of that. It's been a while, guys. Welcome to Twellyyah's World. Thanks for dropping by. I haven't been on here for a hot minute, as my daughter would say. A lot of stuff was going on, and so y'all didn't see me. And I'm sorry for that. And of course, my phone's ringing right now. So, you haven't been calling me. I figured I know what I picked up. See if I can pick up this call. Hopefully you'll call me back. Yeah. I hope he calls back. All right. I think I'm good to go now. I need some flaxseed. I'm just going to grind a bit. There we go. Hi, babe. It's in the freezer, the refrigerator in the health food section at Mostly. If it's gonna be too much work, no. I work with either one of them. Okay. If you have the other, I'm fine, but I would work with that one if you don't see. It's alright, babe. I'm working with whatever. So I said either or. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll work with that too. Okay? Babe, once you go, you'll see it. It's the grounds. It says grounds on it. Grounds. Okay? Thank you. Babe, look at the paper. Stop asking the questions now. I gave you the list. I'm doing something. That's why, honey, I did the list. I gave you a list. Please. I'm in the middle of something right now. Thank you. Okay, bye. Hey guys, sorry about that. So I'm doing something. Someone asked me to make something for them, and so I gave my husband the list. And typical men call to ask when they have a list, right? So this is my yeast. What I did, it looks milky, but it's not. There's absolutely no milk in there. It's just water, a little bit of sugar. I use brown sugar to activate it. And there's some oil because I want it to be really nice. So I'm going to show you. If you look, see, there it is. Yep. All right, so right now, I'm going to be making the dough for cinnamon rolls or coconut rolls. activated, and I've grounded my flax seeds. I'm adding my flax seeds directly in. The flaxseed make it so soft. Well, the flaxseed, the milk, and the oil makes your dough super soft. So of course, I gotta start with that. Just gonna stir that in a little bit. Yeah, gives me a minute to get my hand in there. I'm gonna put a little flour. So I pre-sifted my flour, my baking powder, and I added a little bit of salt. Welcome. I know I've been away for a while. A lot's been happening with me personally, and so I haven't streamed anything in a while. But I haven't forgotten about you guys. I appreciate the love. Remember to subscribe, share, like my videos. And if you are a home baker like myself, try out some of the stuff that I share. Especially if you're a vegan or vegetarian, you'll be super surprised as to how tasty they are. So it's looking really good. So far, all I've got there is my yeast. I've put a little bit of flaxseed that I freshly ground. And if you've watched before, you know I don't put my flaxseed early. I ground it just before I use it. And that's some milk I've added. Put it all in. When you're baking, because baking is a science, you alternate. So you put liquid, dry, liquid, dry. I want to make sure that it's super moist. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil in here. I'm using olive oil. This is going to make the crust of my bun so soft and yummy. So now that I've added that in, I'm going to add some more flour. So I just mix it in. And that's it. It's not hard to bake. It's a lot of fun and it's super easy. What you need to have when you're baking is raising agent. And for this, I'm using yeast and baking powder. But I don't use as much baking powder because I've already got my yeast and it's activated. So now I'm just going to mix this in some more until I get a workable dough. And when I get a workable dough, my hands will get in there. Thanks for stopping by. Who said hello? Bopa? Oh, I'm making cinnamon rolls, coconut rolls, and I might make some fruit roll. I'm not sure yet. Like an apple. So you know, and you have those cinnamon buns. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Because this is the time of year my family really likes when I make these comfort foods. Clearly, I'm having a challenge here with my hands. I'm right-handed. I'm trying to do this with my left hand because I got dough on my fingers already. So I'm just working it in. I'm just going to work it till you get a dough that you can shape and set aside for it. I'm just going to dump some of this in here. That feels good. It's coming together nicely. So if you've ever made a bread from scratch, not the bread maker, it's the same concept. And it's the same thing you do if you're making pastries, like, you know, puff pastries, like croissants, and those yummy crescent rolls. I grew up with folks making like tarts. It's the same idea, same concept. You make the dough, you let it rise, then you roll it out. If you want it super flaky, then what you would do is add a layer of butter in between and refrigerate it for like 2 hours. This is a good dough. And it's just the flaxseed that makes it look as if it's whole wheat, but it's not. When it's super moist, I'm going to add a little bit more oil. And for this, I'm using olive oil. Regular olive oil you get at the supermarket. Says extra virgin, so I'm gonna trust them on it. So you see the dough is soft, so it just came apart. So you want your dough, and with the oil, it's gonna make it even softer. I don't typically put a lot of sugar in the dough because the filling will have some sugar, and then my drizzle at the end has sugar or maple. So I don't usually make the dough itself sweet. This is a way to ensure that it's healthy. Wow. I think I might need some more flour. I think the reason why is that I cheated. Before I was doing this stream, I started, but then I realized I was unlisted. And because I was unlisted, I stopped that stream. But I started off by making a flatbread. I don't think it's going to be ready because it sets for 45 minutes. And it's just about 10 minutes into that set process right now. It's a little dry, so I'm using some milk just to add a little moisture to gather the excess flour that I've got here. I hope you guys can see it clearly. Remember now to like my videos, please, to share and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel and it costs you absolutely nothing, right? Thank you for stopping by, guys. So it's moist. It's nice. Sometimes when I do it, it's a tighter dough, but I find most people like the super soft. Although it eats good, they like the super soft melt in your mouth. It's it's hard to express in words. When you take a bite, it transports you to somewhere. One of your favorite places. I'm gonna add a bit more milk because it's gonna sit to proof. I want it to be a little sticky so that as it expands, it absorbs that excess moisture. Ooh, this is what I don't like about these gloves. They're bursting. Okay. So sticky. Nice. I could drizzle a little bit more oil on it just to lock in that moisture that I'm looking for. Just a tad. Yep. That's enough. The sun just came out and it's so bright. Where in the world are you guys watching from? I'm in Toronto. How about you guys? Let me know in the chat where you're joining me from today. Yep. My dough is ready. Lots of moisture. And this will sit for 45 minutes to double in size. Let us see size. So what do I do? I'm going to use my wrap. I'm going to wrap the dough itself. And then to make sure that the heat stays in my dough, I'm going to put some more over it. So just like that. Wrap up my dough. And now, hey Google, set a timer for 45 minutes. It's not responding. Hey Alexa, set me a 45-minute timer. Okay. So now this sits for 45 minutes. Then at that point, I will roll it out. I think I'm going to do 2 batches. I'd prep some coconut filling and put it in the freezer. So I'll retrieve that and I'm going to make a cinnamon filling. I'll use this small one. I'll show you guys what I do with my filling. Get my cinnamon. I'll put a few extra spices just because it tastes so good when you add a few others. But this is gonna be my fill. I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. It's lunchtime where you are, right? Have you had lunch yet? Well, maybe for some of you. It's after 12 here in Toronto. What time is it in your part of the world? Are you across the border or are you further away from me today? Okay, so here we go. I use basil butter. Why did I think this one was open? This one is clearly not open. Let me touch the other one. Sorry about that, guys. So I'll be back. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for stopping by. Drop a comment and let me know where you are. So right now I'm doing the cinnamon butter. My dough is set for 45 minutes. And now I'm showing you how I do the butter that goes on top of my dough. Scrumptious cinnamon buns. Okay, so that's roughly a cup and a quarter of butter. Yeah. Give or take a little bit. The good thing about making this, you never have to worry about using it all at once. You can leave some until you're ready for it at a later date. The sugar blends easily, so I want to put some stuff that's gonna work with the sugar. Then put some ground cloves. Cloves is such a powerhouse. I'm using some ground cloves. I grounded them myself. I'm going to put a little bit of the Caribbean allspice, not much. That's about a teaspoon. I'm using fresh ground nutmeg that I did a few days ago. When I do the nutmeg, I do it within the so nutmeg. I'm not sure if you all know about nutmeg. Nutmeg comes in a hard shell, but around that hard shell, that's about, I think I put about a teaspoon. And then the biggest ingredient is my cinnamon. Although it's in this bottle, we made this ourselves. So we buy the cinnamon and because this is cinnamon, I'm using a lot of cinnamon. So that's about 3 tablespoons. To really make your flavor pop, what you would need to do is put some lemon zest. I'll add it later. I'm not going to add it now. So just working the spices a little bit into the butter. It's worked enough for me. Now I'm putting the brown sugar. quarter cup, more like a half cup of sugar there now. And if you've watched me before, you know I typically don't measure. It's a default of growing with grandma and baking with her. She never measured, and she always got the measurements perfect. Like if you say 1 cup, she got a cup. Say 2 cups, she got a cup. 2 cups, that kind of thing. So I got accustomed to that method of baking. So over the years, I don't typically measure. If I'm trying something new, I will. But for the most part, I don't measure. And I'd say most of the time correct with my measurements. This food can sit in your freezer for up to 3 months. So even if you don't use it all at once, no worries. But I like to make it in advance and make it sit in the fridge for a little bit. The main reason why, when it comes time to spread, it spreads a lot easier. Ah, Mr. Sun came back out again. I wish you could smell it, guys. It's so nice. And it tastes super nice too. Okay. So as you can see, I didn't use a whole lot of sugar. I'm gonna put a little bit more. Because it's brown sugar, it's not as sweet as the granulated sugar. So you can get away with using more. But I still don't, because I have to be conscious. Too much sugar is not good for you. I'm adding a little bit more. So all in all, I have about a cup and a half, a cup and a quarter of sugar been added to this batter for my spread. Now, as I said, if you want your flavor to pop, add some lemon zest. I think I'll just do that right now and mix it in before I put it in the fridge. If you're able to hang around with me for a while, please do. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for sticking around while I grab what I needed. What's your favorite thing at autumn time? What do you like to eat? Let me know in the chat. I know my daughter she loves to have like pizza. She'll have pizza all year. But once it gets cold, she always wants us to make pizza. My husband likes flatbread. And my daughter at first, she didn't, no, it's not, I want pizza. But then she tried it and she really liked it. That smells so good. Being from the Caribbean, we like to do a lot of coconut stuff. So I will make coconut rolls. That's a family favorite. And when I make coconut rolls, they don't last. I made some for Canadian Thanksgiving. It was done by the next day. So that's pretty much most of it. See, I did most of it. That's enough. Can you see that? And I work that into the cinnamon filling now. If you have, if you're a home baker, not sure what to use for your filling, like this time of year, apples, or your family may go apple picking. You can collect those apples, clean them up, slice them very thin, and then once you roll out your dough, spread that, and then layer it with the apples. And then you can bake that, and you'll have apple cinnamon tarts or rolls. If you put them in like a, the muffin tins. So some people like to bake them in a muffin tin. I just make them in a tray or a baking bowl. Just like that, it's ready. I wish you could smell it. Wow. Can you imagine when that goes on and it bakes? I'm not going to stick around with you guys until that happens, because it's going to take a while. The dough is going to proof for 45 minutes. And then I will do the rolling out. I'll do the buttering. And then I'll set it to proof for 10 to 15 minutes again. And then I'll bake. And just like that, I now have my filling for my cinnamon rolls. Hope you guys like what I shared. Let me know in the comments, right? And then I am trying to grow my channel. Please remember to share, subscribe, and like. I don't like when the filling gets stuck to the cinnamon roll. The cling wrap, so I'm just clearing it off, and then I'm going to wrap it and put it in my tray. And then when the dough is ready, and this will also be set, as we would call it, because all the flavors would have marinated together. Doesn't that look scrumptious? That's a beautiful spread. Yep. Thanks for stopping by, guys. One of these days, we're going to connect again, right? Thanks. Talk to you later. Enjoy your lunch, whatever it is. Have a good lunch. Ciao. God bless you.